Manchester United are getting linked with numerous players, and one of them is Mateta. But why Mateta, right? Well, we have a striker problem, and reports are clear that an alternative is going to be targeted in the summer, and the scouting department are looking at someone that's going to give an instant impact, and they want someone who's going to come in and elevate the position sooner rather than later. But one of the names circulating is Jean-Philippe Mateta. Does he fit the bill for Ineos? 27, centre forward, currently playing for Crystal Palace, and at this point in his career, he's possibly entering his prime years. Reports suggest Palace would want to let him go for somewhere in the region of 40 million. Is it worth doing, though? Let's have a look. Now, Mateta has had a strong season, and he's had a bit of a surge in form over the last year under Glasner. In the Premier League, Mateta has currently got 12 goals and 2 assists in 27 games, 15 goals and 3 assists all competitions. Considering Palace's position in, rock-solid mid-table and some of their struggles this season, he's been the focal point of this attack. Across 23-24 and this season currently, he has outperformed his XG, indicating that he's actually very efficient in front of goal. And when you're creating loads of chances and someone's scoring them at a higher rate than their XG, that's a positive. One of the strongest qualities that he's got is physical presence. He's very tall for a striker. He's a towering 6'4", giving him a real presence, leading the line and in the box. And in games this season, match reports tell you that he has bullied centre-halves with both strength and skill. And the best way to describe him is robust and a disruptor. And I think that kind of aggressive, explosive centre-forward is exactly what Manchester United need. Another quality for Mateta is that he is a complete number 9. He has got all the qualities that you want in a striker, and he leads the line like a modern centre-forward. He's right-footed, but he's no stranger to scoring with that weaker foot. He scores nearly a third of his Premier League goals with his left foot, which is very interesting. In the air, he's very proficient. He's got several goals with his head. Now, why would Manchester United need him? Well, United have been facing several challenges, I think it's fair to say, with our strikers. Both Hojlund and Zirkzee are underperforming, I think it's safe to say. Hojlund has been on a recent goal drought, which has just ended, but Zirkzee has not been the complete package that Amorim desires. His link play looks good, but I don't know if we're ever going to see 25 goals a season out of him. The team needs someone that's a reliable goal scorer that can lead the line and improve on our attacking output. Mateta's been consistent in scoring in the Premier League, so that suggests he could be a solution, and he potentially offers immediate impact. Comparisons between how Mateta outperforms both Hojlund and Zirkzee in goals per 90 is quite embarrassing. Mateta is 0.51, Hojlund is 0.17, and Zirkzee is 0.15. Aerial duels, 1 per 90, he's at 2.3 versus 1.8 for Hojlund and 1.5 for Zirkzee. He's just better than them in all of those areas. He's even getting more shots on target per 90 in a Crystal Palace team. Nearly double what Joshua Zirkzee gets with 0.89, whereas Zirkzee's 0.45. And yes, he's not scoring a goal a game, but a move from Palace to United could see those numbers improve by 30-40%. He gets better support around him, and he's in a system that's actually designed to create opportunities for the striker. In Amorim's 3-4-3, a striker that can press aggressively and contribute in build-up play suits him. His physical ability and his ability to hold up the ball could really help us maintain possession, because at the moment it goes up to Hojlund and he just loses the ball. Mateta can help us maintain possession. He's praised for his work rate off the ball constantly in a very demanding Glasner team that suggests he could adapt to being high pressing in a Ruben Amorim team. And on top of that, the likes of Garnacho and Diallo could even see their performances enhanced with the introduction of him as well. A forward that gives you the confidence and brings in his teammates might be all it takes to be the focal point in our attack and help others flourish as well. It's all those Gyökeres coded one-touch finishes that Hojlund seems to struggle with. An alert forward like Mateta could turn those missed opportunities into goals. Now, would Mateta come in and be the first choice? Yeah, he would. Is he the best choice available because of our financial constraints and our goal-scoring problems? Would you take this signing? Personally, I think Manchester United have always done well when we've signed players from other Premier League teams. I don't think those players take anywhere near as long to settle. I don't think those players have anywhere near the strike rate of being bad signings. I think they're usually quite reliable. And 40 million feels like a backup level signing at the moment. You think that's what we spent on Zirkzee, but it's half of what we spent on both Anthony and Hojlund. Could he end our poor form in front of goal? I'd take the chance. I just don't have the confidence that Manchester United are going to go spend 80, 90 million on a striker, nor do I even know who's that striker that absolutely guarantees to come in and do something. So I think you've got to build a system around a player that maybe suits the system more rather than a big name that you think he's just going to score loads of goals for us. Does his introduction harm the development of those in his position around him? I don't think so. I think his age doesn't impact on Chido, possibly doesn't even impact too much on Hojlund, who I think probably needs a little bit of time out to work on his technique. Either way, I think 40 million, if that's the price, I think it's worth the gamble for us. But I want to know what you guys think. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Does this make sense for United, or do we need to be thinking way higher than that? Let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you in the next one. Laters. Hey, thank you for watching the video. If you are new around these parts, then don't forget to subscribe. My channel is proudly supported by my community on Patreon. If you'd like to get a little bit of extra content, a Discord group, meetups, five-a-side games, weekly podcasts, behind the scenes, and even an occasional bit of transfer news as and when I get it, then for the price of a pint, you can show your appreciation for the content that we make and get some goodies for doing so as well. Check the link in the description or click the button right here. You'll also find all of my socials here too if you want to follow me on any of those platforms. Nice one.